2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Double tight, double tight. We got three, fellas, we got three. Slam, slam.
Cougar 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Throwing Nix. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley.
And part of why they came into this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Broncos' 11-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Mike 5. 21.
I'm coming for you.
Here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, I'm coming.
They'll set up a throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping. He could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Broncos nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Woo-hoo!
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Broncos at 6 and 9 to start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Nix on first down. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Check hot route.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Hey, eat. Let's go one more.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Record.
Panther 60, go.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once the play.
Second down and 8.
Check 55 to Mike.
All day, baby, all day.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey. 60 Maverick.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike.
Y'all not ready?
Here's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
4 down.
Mustang 19.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 tight. Hey.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Cub 19, Cub 19.
To throw, here's Nix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Herbert on 1st down now. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Complete to Tucker Kraft. A gain of 13.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Watch the slant,
In motion
watch the
right
slant.
goes Higgins.
Motion.
Motion,
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Kill. Turn up.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Check the outs. Mike 5.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hampton. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You better bring it. Check 99. Check 99.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now a give, right side. Chamberlain, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, easy. OP.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Alert flare.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 28. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Check. Shift.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
57's the mic.
Crowd right.
The mic.
Watch the run.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
57's the mic.
They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Juwan Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Chargers 14, Broncos 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Fights forward at the 20 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On the ready.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Ready, go.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Panther 11.
3 down. Odd.
Nix to the air. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
To throw is Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Black 80, black.
I'm coming. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
They'll run on 1st down. Hampton, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Set.
57.
Kappa.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
6 guys.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check. Crunch.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chargers 21, Broncos 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now it's Herbert. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half.
Broncos 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 79 Broncos.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
He's tight right there. He's tight right there. 3 down, 3 down.
Dragon 60.
Now it's Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now 2nd and 3.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Home to tricks right.
Get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Play action. It's Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Check, Mike. Mike, hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. The Chargers going to signal for the first. First of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Crowd right.
Mike 5.
Herbert. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing again. Nix. He's going to go up top again. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Yeah.
A final shot before break. Nix. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Five's the mic. Five's the mic. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Showing A. Showing A. Joker.
Hey, Ram. Shift. Check 9.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
57's the mic.
Let's go. Hey,
It's been a long day for you. 57, Mike.
18, Pioneer. Here we go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Drop deep.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
It's brought in by Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready. Bronco 80. Check. Hurt. Ready.
Watch the twist.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come on. 57.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
57's the mic. Watch 57. He runs.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught right side, Davis. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I'm coming. 55's mine, guys. 55.
Here we go.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Check.
18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Nix. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Mustang 19.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Let's go.
Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and 2. Here's Nix. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard third-down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Griffin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and a couple.
Single.
Watch it.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw. Knicks. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Evan Ingram, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point forthcoming. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready? Viking 18.
Blue Dan.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Chamberlain. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Cowboy 80.
Too little, cupcake.
On first down, Chamberlain. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Let him know, let him know.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Peek edge, peek edge, peek edge.
70 Lions.
Check 13. Check 13.
7 Pirates.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And some space here.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Tight on this side, boys.
Warriors, 70.
Left. Move.
3 down, 3 down.
3 down.
Following the fumble recovery, Nix. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
He's checking.
He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Deion Henley. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10.
Mike 5. Check smash. Army. Mike 5. 70 Ranger.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. He finds Saquon Barkley on the slant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Griffin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Strong left. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
On the ball.
Back to throw. Nix. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Odd. 3 down, 3 down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's Nix once more. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Switch.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18.
Nix to throw on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
At the Chargers 42-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Tight end's right. 3 down.
Looking to throw. McLeod. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 16. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3.
Mustang 19.
Throwing Nix. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
That good for 22 and a first down.
22 yards. First down, Chargers.
Ready, break.
Mike 5. Bound to lose one. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
We got 4.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Got it. Ready?
Mike 5. Mike 5. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Let's go.
Heavy, give me some. Give me
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And they take a knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Chargers, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.